Okay, yeah, I think I'll run just a little bit early, John. Uh, no biggie. It's just the usual gang, so I'll let a couple others catch up here, and I don't know if you can see them, but my three uh, Revo slot 510 showed up today. They're sitting in the middle of the table there. Yeah, I'm not going to rush. I'm going to run a few practice laps, and we'll just sit here and idle a bit. Yeah, I took the day off. Uh, I haven't seen my brother in many years, and he was scheduled to come in last night, and so I took today off. But he's not coming till Sunday afternoon. So anyway, so I cleaning up a little bit, and painted a body, and helped my wife clean up the house from her side of the family visiting, and so here's my 1/32 scale NASCAR proxy uh, body. It's a Mark Martin 1992 Mark Martin Valvoline Ford Thunderbird. That's the body. So I got to let that dry for several days. Hey Harry, thanks for stopping by. And then here's the here's the brass chassis. It's uh it's done. I gotta true up the tires just a little bit and finish the body mounts, put the interior in it, and do the decals, and it's just about done. I'm running out of time. I got to get that finished. It runs good. It's nice and quiet, and Revo Revo Datsuns 510s. They showed up this morning, all three of them. I got a call from Alan on Tuesday night. Uh, verify shipping and all that stuff, and they arrived this morning, so it was nice to get those. And I think I'm behind a couple of videos, a couple of your videos, Harry. I got to catch up on those this evening or tomorrow. uh, Raul did a slow motion video. I got to catch up on it too. It looked like a good one. So let's see. So far we're not legal yet. There's Sean. Yeah, Sean. So John and I scheduled at the same time. So I just went ahead and signed in. I'm dragging my feet a little bit. So we're legal now. I got you and John. So and Harry's here. So I'm gonna drag my feet just a little bit. I showed off my Datsun 510s that came in, and my scratch build I'm working on. So anyway, that's what's going on around here. My build table's a mess. I gotta straighten it up a little bit tomorrow. My build table's sitting behind me here. I try to keep it out of view of the camera because it's a disaster. I'm a very unorganized person, so my office, my build table is a disaster. My wife says it looks like a genius at work, so I'll take that. 9:15, Sean. Okay. There's Gene. Okay, Gene. All right. So I'm gonna drag my feet here just a little bit. John and I are just been sitting. I've been doing all the chatting or running my mouth here and just dragging my feet a little bit. Nick. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Taking time out of your evening, especially a Friday. Seems like Friday evening. I'd already, usually make my runs on Thursdays, but I've had lots of family in, and it's been hard to get it done. They want to go to dinner and stuff like that, so I've had to push the last couple of weeks to Friday night, and that's okay. Friday night works. So usually my wife and I go out to dinner, but with family in, we've been going out Wednesday and Thursday nights, and so anyway, like I said, the guys just came in. 510s in the middle of the table there showed up. I showed off my 132nd Mark Thomas NASCAR proxy build earlier when I signed on. I'll show it again for those of you that haven't seen it. I did a video with the chassis running around a track, but I painted the body. I painted the white last week and let it gas off, and then I painted the blue back half this evening, and I'll let it gas off while I'm finishing some small details on the chassis, and then I'll do final assembly next week, because I have to have it mailed off in Mark's hands by the 16th. So I'm going to try to get it to him a week earlier than that. So those of you that haven't seen it, here's the brass chassis I built. It's 055 steel wire rails with brass pan. It runs good. It's smooth. Let me just put it on the track. It goes the other direction, so. I haven't trued the tires. The tires got junk on them. But anyway, it's quiet. The proxy is going to be a double header, so it's an oval and a road course. I'm not running it too fast. You can probably tell that. But anyway, I didn't clean the tires. They got my oil from my hands and assembling it, taking it apart. You build those cars, you put them together, you build them, put them together, take them apart, put them together, take them apart, and tune it and trim it and tune it and trim it. There's no telling how many times the wheels and the axles been in and out of that thing. Okay, so let's run some practice laps. Yeah, when I finish that 132, then there's the Home Racing World 124 scale NASCAR 59 through 64, and I'm working on a 64 Galaxy. And so I've got the chassis built for that. I just got to do the body. Okay, let me get into practice mode here.
Practice is open. Yeah, come on. You know you all need it.
All right, tires are clean. Did those prior to coming on, so let's run a few laps. Okay, there's 30 something 34 laps. So what do we got down there at the bottom? We got a 2016, 2013, and a 2031. Dyslexia kicked in, and another 2031. So that 2031 is pretty consistent. Let's see. There it about a two. I think a 2010. It'll come off. So I'm kind of threading the needle with that. So all right. So let me switch the screens around and we'll make the official run. Let's see. Let me catch up on some chat here. What's going on? Okay. So I'm gonna
Practice has been paused.
close practice here. I'm gonna load the race and 10 laps. GR round 4, heat 3 DTM. And all right, I'm going to call my official run for round 4, heat 3 DTM. Here we go.
Racers, start your engines. Race number 1 is ready to begin. On the starting line, we have
Lane 1 Dan. Racers, good luck and good racing. Dan scores the fastest lap of 2.208 seconds.
Attention racers, we are halfway through the race. You have 5 laps left. Dan scores the fastest lap again of 2.192 seconds. The race is over.
Nice racing, racers. Here are the results.
10 laps.
And in the first and only place of the race, Dan Wiley.
All right. So 10 laps, 23.260. Best lap, 2175. I'll take that. Everybody good with that? That was a good run. I held a little bit back. I didn't want to get too carried away. And I'll run the what time is it? It's it's almost time for John to run. Let me John can go ahead and sign in if you want to sign in, John. And I'll run a GTY run here. Let's see. I'm just going to restart the heat.
Racers, we are ready to begin race number 1. Here's the starting lineup. Lane 1 Dan.
Racers, let's have a good clean race.
I did a little
luck,
more
everyone.
tweaking today. I cleaned the tires before I started, but I didn't put my little, I didn't do my finger trick on the bottom of the, underneath the trigger to keep it from going too far.
New fast lap set by Dan of 2.623 seconds. And once again Dan sets a new...
No.
Attention, we are at the halfway mark. Racers, 5 laps left in the race. Again Dan takes the fastest lap of 2.256 seconds.
I'm trying to push this thing because I had a 201 this afternoon. Ah, all right, that's good enough. We'll go watch John. uh, okay, fellas, let's go watch John Tucci run. And yeah, that I got that 2-1, and then it as it went across the line 2-1, it came off in this corner. So anyway, 2-0-2-0-1. All right, so I'm gonna close this up, and let's go watch John.